In a small town in Illinois, inside a rundown housing project, a boy made a decision. Not a dream, not a wish, but a decision that would control the rest of his life. He would become rich, not because he loved money, but because he hated living without it. Years later, that same boy would walk away with $1.5 billion from a single deal. But this isn't a story about luck, it's about obsession. Because long before the money came, there was pressure, failure, and a quiet fear. That time was running out. Kenny Troutt didn't grow up comfortable. He grew up poor. His father was an alcoholic bartender, and his parents divorced when he was young, raised by a single mother, in public housing in Mount Vernon, Illinois. No safety net, no connections, no backup plan, just instability and limits. For some people, that kind of environment creates acceptance. For others, it creates obsession. But for Troutt, money wasn't about luxury, it was an escape. Most people wait for opportunity. Kenny didn't. He created it. As a kid, he mowed lawns, then hired other kids to work for him. Not just hustle, it's leverage. Later in college, he found something bigger. Sales. To pay tuition at Southern Illinois University, he sold insurance. And he got good, really good. But something else caught his attention. A system. One sale. Multiple people earning commission. The idea stayed with him, quietly, waiting. Ideas don't make you rich, execution does. And his early execution, brutal. First a construction business, then interest rates surged, nearly 20%. The business collapsed, so he pivoted, moved to Dallas and chased the oil boom. And again, it worked, until it didn't. Oil prices crashed to around $8 a barrel. Another collapse, 2 industries, 2 resets, each time back to zero. Now he was older, more pressure, less time. This is where most people scale down their ambition, lower the target, play it safe. He didn't because the obsession never left. At nearly 40, something changed. He stopped chasing opportunities and started studying them. Not what can I do, but what works every time. He wanted something predictable, scalable and hard to break, something people would always need. The answer? Communication. Phones. At the time, the telecom industry was opening up and monopolies were breaking apart. Suddenly, there was space, a gap in the system. But there was a problem. To compete, you needed customers. And to get customers, you needed money. And he had neither. Then came the idea, what if you didn't need a sales team? What if the customers became the sales force? An army of independent people selling your service and earning commissions, recruiting others to do the same. Now, growth wasn't limited by money, it was multiplied by people. In 1988, he launched Excel Communications. At first, nothing happened. No headlines, no hype, just slow movement. Then momentum arrived. The network grew and grew and grew. Revenue exploded from millions to hundreds of millions to over $1.4 billion. Not because the product was revolutionary, but because the system was. This is where most people get it wrong. They focus on effort. He focused on leverage. While others were making sales, he built the machine that made sales happen. Thousands of people, making calls, closing deals, recruiting more people. And every action fed back into the system. It wasn't just a business, it was momentum. And momentum is hard to stop. Just 8 years after it started, in 1996, Excel went public. Then came the move that changed everything. In 1998, he sold the company for $3.5 billion. His share, roughly $1.5 billion, from public housing to Billionaire. The original goal, complete. But he didn't stop there, he just changed the game. He reinvested in stocks, assets, and something he'd loved since childhood. Horse racing. He built Windstar Farm in Kentucky, which would go on to produce champions, even a Triple Crown winner. Because for people like Kenny, success isn't a finish line, it's a pattern. Today, Kenny Troutt is worth around $1.7 billion. But the money isn't the point. The pattern is. He didn't invent something new. He found a system, understood it, scaled it, Hard work didn't make him rich. Leverage did, a system that kept working long after he stopped. From mowing lawns to making billions, he proved one thing: your starting point doesn't define your finish line. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, as it really helps our channel grow.